Let's talk now about the number one question I get from snowbirds considering Vernon, BC. What are winters really like? Not the postcard version, not the horror stories, the real everyday truth, especially if you plan to be away for part of the winter, but only part of the winter. Because here's the thing, most people don't actually realize winters in Vernon really aren't a problem for snowbirds if you plan properly. So today I'm going to break down exactly what snowbirds need to know about winter in Vernon, honestly, practically, and without all the drama. I'm Lisa Salt with Remax Vernon Salt Fowler. This is video number 4 in my Snowbird Living in Vernon, BC playlist, where our goal is to help you decide if seasonal living here is right for you and how to do it the easy way. This particular video is about all the winter realities, especially if you're planning to leave town for part of the season. Now, what are Vernon winters actually like? First, let's clear something up. Vernon does have real winter, but it's not extreme. Typically, you can expect snowfall throughout the winter, temperatures hovering around -5 Celsius to +3 Celsius, colder snaps here and there, snow-covered landscapes that actually stay pretty. It's cooler than Kelowna by a couple of degrees, but still very manageable. And for snowbirds, here's the key point. You're not here for the toughest part of winter anyway. Now we need to talk about the inversion, fog versus sunshine. One of the most misunderstood part of winter in Vernon is the inversion. Here's what that means. The valley can get foggy and gray, but higher elevations like Silver Star are often sunny at the same time. Locals know this very well. Snowbirds, you usually miss the inversion entirely because you're already heading south. And when you're here in shoulder season, a short drive up the hill often puts you right back in the sunshine. 25 minutes to Silver Star, no big deal. Have lunch, go to the pub. Now, why is winter easier for snowbirds than full-time residents? Well, this is where snowbirds actually have an advantage. Full-time residents have to deal with the daily snow clearing, the morning cold starts of your car, the commuting in winter conditions, but snowbirds, you just lock up and leave. If you've chosen the right home, which we covered in our previous video number 3, winter becomes something that it happens without you. That's why winter is rarely the deal breaker people expect it to be, if you are or plan to be a snowbird. Now, what actually matters while you're away? So for snowbirds, winter isn't about the weather. Not really. It's about management of your home in the weather. So the key things that matter are snow removal. Number 2, exterior maintenance. 3, having someone check on your property. 4, heating and plumbing safety during those cold snaps. And this is why, all these reasons are why strata managed, attached, or resort style communities perform so well for snowbirds. You don't want to be coordinating services from Arizona or Palm Springs. You want winter handled without your involvement. So let's talk about insurance and winter absence. It's important, but relatively simple. Insurance is another winter topic that sounds complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Most insurers, they want proof of regular property checks. They want clear documentation, and they want reasonable precautions. Snowbird-friendly homes typically already meet some of these requirements through strata oversight, on-site management, potentially, neighbor presence. This is another reason why choosing the right setup matters more than choosing that dream house. Snowbirds actually like Vernon winters. Here's the part that surprises people. Snowbirds who buy property often say, "Winter in Vernon doesn't bother us at all." Why? You enjoy fall and maybe some early winter. You leave during the coldest stretch, which really isn't that long. It's kind of that December, January, February, and then you return in the spring when it's beautiful and the street sweeper is already out. You get the best parts of every season. Winter becomes something you skip, not something you have to endure and live through. If you're finding this video helpful, make sure you're watching the full Snowbird Living in Vernon, BC playlist. Our next video is going to break down costs and budgeting for snowbirds, which of course is another big decision maker. And I've linked the playlist below. Getting back at it, let's talk about who winters in Vernon actually work well for. Well, they work especially well for snowbirds who plan to leave January through March, or December through the end of February. Those snowbirds who choose low maintenance home. Those snowbirds who prefer predictability and who want peace of mind while away. If you're expecting a winter-free experience year-round, Vernon isn't that. But if you're planning seasonal living, it fits perfectly. Winters in Vernon don't need to be scary or stressful. With the right home, the right neighborhood, and the right expectations, they're simply part of the rhythm, one you don't even have to be here for. If you're planning snowbird living and want help choosing a setup that makes winter easy, we'd be happy to help. And don't forget to continue through the Snowbird Living in Vernon, BC playlist. And as always, just add salt.